What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today. So I really did not send out that many picks yesterday to my VIP. I maybe only had like 3 or 4 picks yesterday because I had a massive headache at like 5 p.m. and I could just not shake it off the rest of the day. And I really didn't want to just kind of like half-ass the plays and not give any good plays out just because my head was hurting so bad. So hopefully you guys understand that. Obviously, I didn't want to just send out random plays that I wasn't confident in because I really could not look at a screen yesterday. But overall, feeling a lot better, obviously, just overnight. And we did hit some of these straight bets as well. And I want to get into League of Legends and why it's such a good sport to bet on. I have a full-length video on why I think League is so good. If I remember to do it, I'll leave it up in the top right of the screen. Hopefully it pops up here. But it has a good amount of views, and it's just talking about why I think League of Legends is the #1 esport and maybe even sport to bet on PrizePicks. And I want to get into that in today's video as well. But going over yesterday, we hit on Chalkboard here. So Chalkboard is just a complete free app, guys. I've talked about it multiple days in a row. I think we're hitting I think this is like the 5th or 6th day in a row that we've hit on Chalkboard. If you look here, we hit this one, then we hit this one, and then this voided. We hit this with Mark Williams, Steph Curry. You have to go all the way back to the Rams-Chicago game for our miss, all right? And then obviously we hit this Luka play. So you'd have to go back to when the Rams played the Bears, which was 2 weeks ago now in the NFL. So that was the last hit on Chalkboard. Now, Chalkboard, I talk about it all the time. You have actually a limit, so you can only play like $5 to $10 on these picks, but they're 1 point. Okay, so these guys need 1 point. So Luka literally needed 1 point last night. He gets close to 50, but this is just like a Chipotle fund, right? Just buy lunch every day with the $15, the $30 you make every day on Chalkboard. No one's going to complain about making a free $20-$30 a day, right? Simple money, guys. All you have to do is click an app on your phone and you're making like $15 to $30 a day. If you don't have Chalkboard, by the way, you guys can actually get it with my code. Text me Chalkboard to my number on the screen. Unfortunately, they don't have a point discount today, so I don't know I don't know what's happening, but hopefully they release one later today. If not, maybe they're taking a break for the day and they'll probably recontinue that, but it seems like they've been doing that every single day of the year. Now, we did also hit Lakers point spread, which was on the VIP. This was on REBET. This one does hit pretty easily. They win by about 10 points. And then we also hit Andre Drummond under player points right here on ONYX, all right? And this one happened, I believe, in the afternoon yesterday. So, you guys, we did hit on ONYX. We did hit on REBET. So, we were 2-0 on the straight bets. And then you'll see here on PrizePicks, again, really not that much going on PrizePicks. LeBron does miss by 1 rebound, so a little bit unfortunate there. But Grizzly does hit and only gets 1 kill in that game. And I know a lot of you guys were on this Grizzly line because I got a lot of questions about it. But yeah, he goes way under there. And I do just briefly want to talk about League of Legends if I can, but you'll see here, these guys, Way and Phonic on IG. If we look at the actual game they played, so this was the actual game. This happened like overnight, probably like 4 a.m. or something, because a lot of these guys play overseas. But this is the team that we bet on, right? This black and white team with the eye icon. And you'll see they actually lost the first game. So it was 16-6 in that first game. And you'll see this team only gets 6 kills, right? And you really need to focus on these first 6 players. The guys we bet on was Way and Phonic, right? So Phonic only gets 3 kills, Way only gets 2 kills. And you'll see this team on the left side actually gets a lot more kills because they ended up winning that game. And again, it was 16-6. But if we look at the second map, it was a completely different story, right? IG actually gets 26 kills in that game. And if we look at these players, this guy gets 6 kills, 3 kills, and 10 kills, right? And again, we bet on Way and Phonic. Way was at 5 and Phonic was at 7 for their line. So literally 1 game alone took them over. Way ended up getting 6 kills in that second game, and Phonic ended up getting 10 kills in that second game. So these guys went over with just 1 game alone. And if you guys look, you will see all of the League of Legends plays that we played yesterday, right? So we have this blue team duo. We have this white and black team, which is this IG team. And then we kind of have this black and yellow team. And you will see they are all correlated together. So all of these guys are going either together, going over together or under together, right? So in this case, these guys went under together. In this case, these guys went under together. In this case, these guys went over together. And again, all I am doing, guys, is pairing these guys up on the same team. If they win the game, they're going to get a lot more kills. If they lose the game, they're going to get a lot less kills, all right? So if we look at this BFX team, and I think it actually happened, yeah, it was right here, right? So BNX Fear Youth, right? They just have a long team name, but they actually got 3-0'd, all right? So they got completely clean swept. And if we look here, it was 19-23 in that first map. It was 7-24 in that second map, and then it was 5-19 in that third map. So nonetheless, these guys over here, and I forgot who we bet on, Slayer and Fiesta, these guys had a absolutely horrible time. They got completely destroyed by the opponent, and they really did not get that many kills at all, right? You'll see these guys got like 1 kill in some of these games because they got completely demolished, and the team that won got a ton of kills, okay? And again, I ended up taking a lot of overs in the games that were played yesterday. Again, sometimes I'm going to take the overs, sometimes I'm going to take the unders. This was our first losing day in the past like 5 or 6 days. Again, I track everything. But you'll see here, for example, I took the unders right here in League of Legends. So we do take the unders sometimes. Here's another under that we took in League of Legends. So, sometimes I'm going to pick the unders, sometimes I'm going to pick the overs just based on what I'm researching. Yeah, we've been doing very, very well this month. We just got off of, I think, like a 5-day streak of hitting a 4-man every single day. So we've been doing very, very well. And you will see here the graph reflects that, right? So we are down just a little bit. But as I always say this, I say this whether we're winning. So, the other day we went up 22 units in one day. I think it was like right here, right? And I said, guys, we're not going to go up 22 units every day. We're actually going to have some days. You might not think about it at this point, but we're going to have some days where we have losing days. And again, losing days are completely part of the game. I honestly kind of like losing days because it just kind of evens you back out, and it makes sure that you know that the main point in this game is betting with no emotion and being able to kind of treat this like a business, which is what I always say. You got to bet without emotion. You got to consistently trust the process. You'll see the record here. Everything is tracked every single day on this channel. One of my main points is to be completely transparent. I also really, really recommend that you guys track all your bets, which you can do on the app that I use, which is Pikkit. You can use code detective. That'll be down in the description. And you guys can just track your bets very, very simply as you see here. And again, there's going to be ups and downs in this game. If you want to see the past 2 years of betting, there's a lot of ups and downs. But ultimately, guys, we have gone up about 850 to 900 units in the past 25 months. And we have had 3 losing months in that time period, all right? So we are 22 out of 25 in profitable months, and we are 3 out of the 25 months have actually just been losing months, all right, guys? So we have an extremely good track record on this channel. I've been doing this for more than 2 years now, and safe to say I know what I'm doing when we've probably taken about 8,000 to 10,000 bets at this point in time. And again, every single day here we are building towards making money, getting you guys money, generating income for you guys that you can pay off cars or you can pay off grocery bills or whatever it is, right? With sports betting, guys, you're not going to make millions of dollars most likely, but you can generally make and generate, a couple $1,000 a month at the high end, right? Maybe even $5,000 a month or something like that. Pay your rent off, pay a lot of your bills off. And again, once you get into this like 25 to 50 range right here that you see, right here, you'll see that you're getting a lot of income, especially in the 2026 returns that we have done so far, right? So yeah, let's keep it going. It has been a very, very good start to 2026 so far, and again, any month that we go up 60, 70, 80 units is going to be an exceptionally good month, and we still have a couple of days left in this month, which is nice to see. All right, so the first pick in today's video is going to be on REBET. As you guys saw, I took the Lakers spread on REBET yesterday, and that did hit. That was on the VIP. Sometimes I take things on REBET, sometimes I take things on ONYX. They're kind of like a duo, right? Where, you can check REBET, you can check ONYX, whatever has the best odds. I will say that REBET just very, very slightly has the better odds for this play. So you can really take it on either REBET or ONYX. I highly recommend getting at least one of these apps. But on REBET today, guys, we are taking the Washington Wizards money line. So it's the Wizards to win this game. They are plus 218, all right? So if you don't know what plus 218 means, go in and research what that means, because you should probably know that if you are putting money on sports bets. But what it also means is that they are underdogs, right? So Vegas is saying that they're probably not going to win. So at the end of the day, this play is probably not going to hit, to be honest. But we are getting a 3.5x our money, or I think it's like 3.25x our money right here, which is a very good payout for for a play like this. And again, I think the Wizards can actually win this game, and I think this odds should be more like 50-50 actually. So that's why I'm taking the Wizards to go ahead and win this game. And again, hopefully they do win. Again, it's more likely that they do lose according to Vegas, but that is the whole name of the game, right? We're actually finding discrepancies between what Vegas thinks and what we think, and based on our research and what Vegas thinks, right? So again, REBET, you'll get a $100 deposit match with REBET. All you have to do is put 10 bucks in. Again, with that $10, that'll actually turn to $20 with that match. With ONYX odds, guys, you can get $200 in free bets with just a $10 bet. I know that sounds way too good to be true. I'm telling you guys, it is not. You actually get 8 $25 free picks on ONYX odds. You guys can sign up for Kalshi. And another one that is very popular these past couple of days has been Better, because it's only a $5 deposit. So if you want the minimum required to join the VIP, it'll just be a $5 deposit with Better. You'll get a free 10 bucks by joining Better. So they're actually paying you to sign up for this app, and you will get matched that $5, I believe. So you can start with 20 bucks with just $5, and you'll get a free month of the VIP. Okay, guys? So go ahead and do that. Also, Nico Collins signed jersey, guys. You know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe every single day, and I will go ahead and give that away probably in the next couple of days here, actually. So go ahead and like, comment for that. And yeah, this is going to be the play of the day on PrizePicks, right? We do have Taco Tuesday. It is an SGA discount, which is always good to see because he is very, very consistent. So hopefully he does cash his Taco. It's not the best discount I've ever seen. It's discounted by about 6 or 7 PRA, but it's a discount at the end of the day. We're going to take this. I will say there's going to be 3 tacos throughout today. So if SGA is off the board, if it's after 2:30 Central Time, just sub it in with the next taco, right? There's probably going to be an NHL goalie save, and then there's probably going to be maybe another NBA player, something like that. That's going to be later today. But again, this is going to be the taco. Hopefully this does hit. And then we are taking 2 players in League of Legends, right? And as I explained earlier in this video, we are taking the unders together in this case because I'm thinking that this game is going to go 1-1, all right? So if they win 1 game and lose 1 game, in that win, this guy might get like 5 or 6 kills in the 1 win they have. And then the loss, he might get around like 2 or 3 kills, all right, guys? So if he gets like, let's just say on the high end, he gets 6 kills in the win, and then he gets 3 kills in the loss, he will have 9 kills, okay, guys? So I think on the high end, he gets about 9 to 10 kills. Now, that is if this game goes 1-1, which I think it goes 1-1. If this game goes 2-0, and these guys win both of these games, then yes, these guys are probably going to go over together, just as you saw when I actually went off to how these games actually go, right? And this is how these games actually go. You'll see here. Here's another example. I just randomly clicked on a game, but yeah, 35-7. What do you think happened in a 35-7 game? These guys on the left side of the screen just went completely nuts with all their kills, and these guys on the right side of the screen did absolutely nothing. Let's go to the second game. Okay, the script completely flipped in this game. So that's why League of Legends is so fun to bet on, because it's like, if you get in the point where the team is losing, the unders are going to hit together. If you get into the script where the team is winning, these guys are going to go absolutely massively over their line and normally go over together. Okay, guys? So we're going to hope that these guys go green together or red together. And this is what correlation is. This is what the strategy is. Is every single play going to hit? No, of course not. But if they do hit and the script is right, these guys are going to hit together. And if we keep playing bets like this, 8, 9, 10 bets a day like this over the course of a month, over the course of, a year, we are going to make money. And that is, again, what I've proven over the past 25 months, right? So again, guys, leave a like and comment on this video for that. Good luck, everyone, today. Let's keep winning. There's going to be a lot of bets out today just because, I was a little bit under the weather yesterday. So thank you guys again for watching. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.